So hi everyone, this is Leah, and for today I will be talking about the urinary system. So first, trace the flow of the plasma or blood through the arteries, veins, and the nephron. So the oxygenated blood kay mo flow siya from the abdominal aorta padung sa kidney from the right and left renal arteries. So here, right and left renal arteries. And ang deoxygenated blood kay mo exit siya sa right and left renal veins. Here, to the lower vena cava, then avoiding the kidneys. So the kidneys are also called the filtration plants. So the renal arteries kay mo branch out siya into smaller sections within each kidney until makamake sila og contact within kidney's main structural and functional components or the nephrons. Ang nephrons kay nag-contain siya og tiny capillary coiled tubes and the related tubules. Then each kidney kay na siya about 1 million. So each kidney kay mo may daghang coiled tubes, like 1 million of them. And then the nephrons kay mag-control siya sa waste, water, and other materials in the blood and urine to match changing the needs of the body. So what are the 3 steps or processes of urine formation? Where do they occur? And lastly, what are the materials are being reabsorbed or secreted into the urine? So the 3 steps of urine formation are filtration, reabsorption, and the secretion. So first one is the filtration. So filtration is the first step in making urine. So ang process kay mo occur siya sa kidney, which ang kidney kay mo filter siya sa excess fluid and waste products pagawa sa blood into urine. Mag-collect siya tubules of the kidney para kani siya ma-eliminate siya sa body para mapagawa siya. The second step is reabsorption. So glucose, salts, vitamins, hormones, and amino acids kay ma-restore siya sa body. So dili na siya maapil og pagawas or dili na siya maapil sa urine. And lastly is the secretion. So, ang filtrate kay pass through a really neat structure where ato siya makagain or loses water and salt. Then, all of these steps kay mag-occur ni siya sa kidney nato. And waste ions and blood-secreted hydrogen ions kay mag-complete siya sa urine structure. Then, ang filtrate nga nag-accumulate sa glomerulus kay mopass siya sa renal tubule where aduniya reabsorbs ang nutrients, waters ngadto sa capillaries. So what are the 3 mechanisms that our body use in maintaining the blood pH, and what are the structures that are involved and how do they work? So the first mechanism is the chemical buffer, and one of our body's principal buffer system is bicarbonate buffer system. And ang bicarbonate buffer system kay acid-base homeostatic mechanism nga nag-involve sa balance sa carbonic acid, bicarbonate ion, and sa carbon dioxide para ma-maintain niya ang pH sa blood and duodenum. So the second mechanism is the protein buffer system, and it helps retain acidity within the cells and around them, and the hemoglobin provides an ideal barrier by binding in the blood to small quantities of acid until they can alter the blood's pH. So the last mechanism is the phosphate buffer system, and ang phosphate buffer system kay nag-operate siya sa tanan cells in internal fluids, and nag-consist siya og the hydrogen phosphate ions as the donor of hydrogen ions. And ang hydrogen phosphate ions kay nag-stand siya as the receptors of ions. And when ang extra hydrogen cut. When extra hydrogen ions. So when ang extra hydrogen ions kay mo enter sa cell fluid, then the hydrogen ion kay ma-neutralize para ma-maintain niya ang pH sa blood. So structures that are involved are the nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and the lungs. And kani siya makita din siya sa respiratory system. Then kani siya makatabang siya kay ma-lower niya ang pH of blood by extracting the carbon dioxide from the blood. And the chemical reactions that control the carbon dioxide and carbonic acid levels kay mag-occur man siya sa lungs as ang blood kay mo pass through the capillaries of the lung. So what are the implications of acidosis and alkalosis? So acidosis is an excessively acid nga naa sa body fluids and tissues. And kani siya mo occur lang ni siya when mo ubos ang pH sa blood. And there are two major types of acidosis. Then these are the metabolic acidosis and the respiratory acidosis. And example of it is academia. So academia is also caused by acidosis. So alkalosis kay mo-occur lang ni siya when ang pH blood kay greater than 7.45. Then kani siya mahitabo lang ni siya when mugamay ang iyahang acid or musaka iyahang base. Then for example is excessive vomiting, extreme dehydration, and hyperventilation, which increase acid excretion in carbon dioxide form.